Quick,
short,
bursts,
with,
Yong,
and Adam.
Quick, short, bursts, with Adam and Yong. Quick, short, bursts, with Yong and Adam. Quick, short, bursts. Quick, short, bursts. Quick, short, bursts, with Adam and Yong.
Welcome to the whole self-quarantining, social distancing episode. One of perhaps a few.
Yeah, we're recording this podcast over the phone this time
That's right.
because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
How long has the coronavirus been around? Because how long has it been going on for?
What was the first case in like December or something in Wuhan?
Oh, really?
I don't even know.
Because I feel like people have been distancing themselves from me like my whole life, so I thought maybe it had been going on longer than I was aware of or something.
Yeah, there's only so much you can chalk up to this whole thing. I was kind of like in a similar vein. I've been looking at all the practices for social distancing and realizing that I've been doing social distancing since long before it was cool. Like, you know, the recommendations, they're saying like stay at home and work from home if you can. And I'm like, I've been working from home for years and years. And they're like, you know, don't go to the gym. Here's all these tips about like how to exercise at home. I've been doing that for a long time. You know, don't show up in large crowds. I hate being in large crowds. It's one of the most irritating things to me. So there's been like very little that I've had to adjust to. So basically what I'm saying is that this virus has made me realize that I've been a hermit for a while.
That sounds voluntary, though.
Sure.
People have just been distancing themselves from me, you know, even though I don't really necessarily want it.
Right. Yeah, it's not exactly the same.
Also, I've seen in the news that there have been some incidents of bias against Asian people, right?
Right.
Like
the assumption
maybe
that,
some
that
verbal or
Asian people are the ones
physical
carrying
attacks.
it or something.
Yeah, but you know, if verbal or physical abuse had any effect on this virus, Asian parenting would have put a stop to it a long time ago.
I can see that.
Do you like being quarantined?
Do I like it?
Yeah. Well, I guess you said it's not much different from your usual. So
No, it's in a lot of ways it's similar, but that feeling of I keep catching myself because the weather's been nice. I'm like, oh man, I could go over. Oh no, I can't really go anywhere.
yeah, it's really nice outside.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going out for to do stuff by myself. Like I'll go for a skate or something where there's no one around.
I'll go for a run or I'll go walk around. But I mean, yeah, I cut myself off too soon. I meant more like, oh, I could go over to the bakery, or oh, I could go, to the bookstore or something, or oh, I could go hang out with a friend. I'm like, nope, none of that.
Last time I was skating, I saw a guy on a bicycle, and he had one of those gas mask type things on.
Oh wow.
So it just looked crazy, like we were in some sort of dystopic hellscape or something.
Yeah. I came up with a political cartoon idea. It's just a single frame, and I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. It's an N95 mask, but it's solid red, and written across the face of it in white type is "Make America Great Again." I've seen they've put one up that's like blue and with white stars and stuff, and it says "Keep America Great," because I guess that's Trump's new, that's his 2020 campaign slogan. But I don't think it.
No, because he
sings as
succeeded at making it great again, so now they want to keep it.
That's his
way.
idea, yeah. But it's not as iconic as the red baseball cap or the red mask.
Yeah, probably not. I want to get one that says "Keeping America Great" at the moment.
Yeah, that should be the attitude. Just from moment to moment, keep it great. Like always keep your eye on that.
Continually keeping it great.
Yeah, that's the only way to really do it.
Yeah, it's not like you ever stop doing it. You just keep doing it.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't take breaks from that.
No, that's unpatriotic.
And you could be taking a nap, and then suddenly someone just destroyed everything you did before that.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, what the fuck? What happened to America?
It was great when I went to sleep.
What did you do to America? I was down for 45 minutes.
Now I got to do all that, make it great again.
Mm-hmm. That's when you need the hat. You wake up from the nap, you see that it's stopped being great, and you're like, fuck, I better don the cap.
Put on the mask too.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, yeah. Now if you're going to be making anything happen, you're going to need a mask.
Wait, so are all those old hats, are they obsolete now? Do you have to get a new one that says keeping it great?
I think now it's, you'd be seen as a detractor of Trump if you said make America great again, because he's already been spending the last 3+ years making it great. And so you're sort of tacitly implying that America is still not great despite all of his work.
It's kind of a backhanded, passive-aggressive swipe.
Yeah,
at Trump.
He's very touchy, Yeah,
that's not.
There's did you hear about that exchange he had with a reporter? What was it, yesterday or day before? Where they lobbed him the most softball question at a press conference. It was more or less like, what would you say to all the Americans out there who are scared right now? And his answer was, I'd tell them you're a terrible reporter.
It's not a very nice thing to say to somebody.
No. I imagine there was some history there. Not that excuses it, but man, this guy is a dumb fuck.
Which one, the reporter?
Yes, I'm complaining about the reporter right now. No, I'm talking about our president.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. I've been dealing with I thought it would be a good idea to just get groceries delivered. And I don't have much experience with that. I only tried it once before, a couple of years ago. And one of my neighbors recently was using that Amazon Fresh setup. Are you familiar with that one? I think it's hooked up with Whole Foods. And
yeah, kind of. I've never used it.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, the interface is a lot like just shopping on Amazon, of course. It's all these little icons for so many different groceries and everything. And I knew that something could be difficult about it just because so many people are shopping and hoarding and everything. But I thought it'd be worth checking out. And the first screen that came up said something along the lines of, we're experiencing some difficulties due to demand, so please excuse any inconvenience or whatever, that kind of thing, almost like legalese. And so I went, okay, whatever. And I go in and I start looking at groceries, and there's a lot of stuff that I could find that I wanted and, that seemed to be available and everything. So I'm like, cool. And so I start adding things to the cart. And once in a while I would see things that were really popular and it said that they were out of stock. So that gave me some sense that, okay, it's working. Like I'm getting a read on what is and isn't available, And so I fill up the cart with everything I imagine wanting except for toilet paper, because nobody can buy toilet paper anywhere. And I go to check out and it says, great. Okay. Just a couple more steps, confirm your address and choose the window of time when you want to have these groceries delivered. And then these 3 boxes come up for choices for delivery times and dates, and they're all grayed out. And there's no option to go show me the next 3 and the next 3 and the next 3 or whatever. It's just like, that's all they show you and that's it. So, and I tried this repeatedly. I tried it like 5 times over about 3 days, and it just keeps doing the same thing. And I've been thinking about how people are rightly taking a lot of the insanely wealthy people in this country to task right now for not being as supportive or helpful as they could be when people are struggling and suffering. And Jeff Bezos is the wealthiest person on the planet at this point, I believe. And yeah, it makes total sense to give him shit for not being a humanitarian. I'm surprised he can't even fix his own fucking website right now. I don't understand how it is in this company that's all computer programmers, how he's still fucking that up.
I haven't even tried doing any online shopping since this all started. We went to Trader Joe's yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, actually it was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Or no. Yeah, it was yesterday, Saturday. And we had to wait in a line before going into the store because they're trying to keep it under a certain amount of people inside at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we just went in there and everything was in stock pretty much. It didn't look like there were any bare shelves or anything.
Oh, that's good. Was that the one in Capitol Hill?
Yes, that one.
When
It did look a little bit bare in the toilet paper area, but it wasn't totally empty.
When I went there
I don't know, I just thought...
a week and a half ago, there was no toilet paper. There was one package of pasta left. There was no...
Oh, shit.
There was all kinds of stuff that was just gone. It looked like Iron Curtain era, Eastern Europe or something.
Rationing time.
Yeah. It was nuts.
Do people shit more during emergencies or like lockdowns like this? Is that why everyone's buying toilet paper? I don't understand that.
I think it's a lot of panic shitting, yeah.
Oh my god, I need to shit more because of this.
Right.
So I better go stock up on TP.
Maybe it's like, in the same way that people, when they're kind of overworked for a long time, they look forward to vacation because, people, you often hear them say things like, I'm just going to sleep and sleep and sleep, just like day after day. I'm going to catch up on all this sleep. Maybe the toilet paper is it's the same kind of thing, but people are like, I got to catch up on my shitting.
Ah, I see what you mean. I just haven't been taking quality shits like I used to.
Yeah.
I've been just so stressed out and busy.
Yeah. I need...
now's a perfect time to catch up on that.
I need a solid 8 hours of good shits every day.
Yeah, I don't want to get interrupted while I'm shitting,
Mm-hmm.
I want some peace.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to be the right consistency. I don't want too hard or too soft.
And I want rapid eye movements.
Yeah.
I do have...
That'd be kind of cool to go into a dream state when you're taking a dump.
Yeah. I do have an actual theory about the toilet paper thing and just all the stockpiling stuff. Because I have no data about whether that kind of behavior has happened during a pandemic before, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is unusual and kind of an outgrowth of the doomsday prepper shit we've had going on in this country for like the last, between 5 and 10 years, right? Where people have just been super into thinking about how they would outfit a bunker and all the canned foods they would have and being able to provide for themselves in terms of water and toilet paper, just all of the provisions.
All the survivalism.
Yeah. And that it doesn't end up having to cross completely over into the realm of conscious reasoning, for the person to kick into that mode. All it takes is kind of being scared and freaked out, and they go, okay, yeah, time to prep. Just got to get my shit together. And, but I really think there's something to it because the people really have been trying to buy just water. They're just buying water. It's like the water supply isn't going anywhere. We all have, are you afraid you're going to be sequestered at home and all your faucets are going to fall off?
I don't know. I always thought to myself that what if you did all that prepping, right? You have all this stuff prepared at home, like tons of food, ammunition.
Oh, right.
Then,
I didn't
let's
even
say
talk about ammunition.
the shit hits let's say the shit hits the fan when you're at work and then you can't even get back to your house. Then what are you going to do then?
Well, that's why you got to have a mini bunker on your person at all times. You need probably one of those aluminum briefcases with a handcuff.
Oh, you got to have one of those things too?
All the time. And it's
or you got to
mostly
dig an
full
underground
of toilet
tunnel.
paper.
Or make a network of underground tunnels everywhere that you go.
Yeah, you want sort of a survival ant farm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just keep all your stuff kind of squirreled away in different spots. That's a good way. Yeah, go decentralized. That's an even better idea. You want a bunch of kind of hot drop spots where, just anywhere in your neighborhood. Or if you're planning on going on vacation, it's even more difficult because you kind of got to get there ahead of time and run around just depositing these little sort of bags and boxes and things, like hiding them where no one's going to be able to get to them, but you're going to have a can of creamed corn over here. You're going to have maybe some melatonin here. You're going to have Clorox wipes under that bush. You're going to...
Kind of reminds me of what a squirrel would do.
Yeah, it's a lot like a squirrel with looks like a semi-automatic handgun.
And extreme paranoia.
Yeah. I mean, squirrels do seem extremely paranoid all the time.
Yeah, they're very twitchy and constantly looking around.
I think they really do. If they see you observing them burying their shit, I'm pretty sure they just go, oh, fuck this entire operation. I have to find all my new spots now.
How come, have you ever thought about how mushrooms look like penises?
No. What? Wow, yeah, they do.
And I thought, nature's pretty perverted.
Is that
why did they make them?
Is that the punchline?
Why did they shape them like that? That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
So you go out for a nature walk, and then you see a mushroom, and then you just think of something lewd, and you're like, want to think about stuff like that right now.
Yeah.
Trying to have a peaceful hike in the wilderness here. Then I got to see this phallic-looking fungus thing.
Yeah, that's evolution for you,
disturbing.
I guess. I mean, when you think of all that had to happen in terms of kind of evolutionary pressure from one generation of humans to the next and one generation of fungi to the next, like that we would be on these parallel paths for a long time. And to the best of my knowledge, mushrooms have looked like dicks the whole time.
Fucking sick. Yeah, I was thinking about New Year's Eve and St. Paddy's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing against Irish people. I just want to establish that. But have you ever thought about how stupid those holidays are?
Yeah.
I mean, the way we celebrate them, all we do is, it's pretty much just
Drinking.
people just get drunk.
Yeah.
Is that a holiday or is it just alcoholism?
Yeah, it's just alcoholism. Alcoholiday.
On New Year's, you scream at midnight, I guess, but other than that, you're just drinking pretty much the whole time.
Think of all the catch-up shitting you could be doing then instead of getting drunk.
That's true. Then they wouldn't have to freak out when something like this happens to coronavirus and buy up all the toilet paper. They could just do it on those days when people are just drinking.
Yeah, there wouldn't have to be any panic about it then.
I already caught up on my shitting.
Yeah.
I'm all good right now.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
You know, there's an urban legend
have
about
it?
John Wayne. Have you ever heard that? That he died with like tens of pounds of shit in his colon or something, in his like lower intestine.
I heard about that
It's a
too.
pervasive,
I always thought,
weird
is that
rumor.
I think I read somewhere that that's not even really possible.
Yeah, it doesn't seem possible.
It's not like beef just builds up in your intestines. I think eventually you'll shit it out. It's not going to just... It's almost like they were thinking of like cholesterol building up in your veins.
Your arteries?
Or your arteries or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's not... I don't think it's scientifically factual, but it is fascinating to me that one caught on and caught on hard.
There's also the one about Marilyn Manson had some ribs removed so he could suck his own penis.
Oh, right. Now that one's true.
I've actually heard that one's not true either.
Oh. No, that one's not true, but it is true that he was the friend on Wonder Years. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, that one. He kind of does look like him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was thinking about, that people say that some people share a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard this?
Yeah.
I was wondering how does that work? Is it one day like one person has it and then the next day they trade off?
It's like
hand it off to the other person?
It's a timeshare. It's like a condo in Mexico or something.
I'd be like, normally I would laugh at that joke, but my sense of humor is with is with Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably laughing at it somewhere, wherever he's at.
I signed up for this beautiful sense of humor out on the coast, actually out on the peninsula here, and I share it with two cousins. So yeah, there's a lot of times when I don't laugh at shit.
Do they take good care of the place? They don't just leave it in a shambles, so when you get back to it, it's like trashed?
Well, it is. Every time I get my sense of humor back, it's or the sense we share, there's pillows everywhere, stuff like the kitchen in it is totally, it's like it got tossed by the cops in a raid or something. I need to talk with them about that.
And then you don't want that reputation to come back to you and people will be like, oh, that's that guy with the weird fucked up timeshare.
Mm-hmm.
He's always having wild parties and just trashing everything.
And he laughs hysterically 1/3 of the time.
It's almost as if he's sharing a sense of humor with someone and some days he doesn't have it with him.
Yes. Now that I've heard this theory, I think it's likely.
All right.
There we are.
All right. It's good talking to you.
Stay safe and stay healthy
hunker
out
down
there,
and
folks.
Yeah, you too.
Lots of hunkering.
Yeah, hunker down.
Mm-hmm.
And catch up on your shitting.
Mm-hmm.
You have plenty of opportunity to do now.
Hunker.
And you need to use all that toilet paper that you bought.
Hunker at or below the midline.
Yes. I'm not sure what the midline is, but you should be hunkering there.
Yeah, anything above that and you're hunkering up. So I don't know where it is
Oh,
either,
I see
but
what
you
you
got to
mean.
figure out where it is and then
Okay.
stay under it. It's kind of like limbo.
Good advice.
Yeah, that's why we're here. All
It's
right.
like the limbo something.
And don't touch the
The
limbo
limbo
pole.
rock.
Don't touch it. Don't lick
Do
it.
not touch it.
Don't sneeze on it. All right.
Stay under the hunker pole.
I met my wife by the hunker pole,
She was, limbo hunkering under it on roller skates.
which was the style at the time. All right. Take
All right.
care, everybody.
Good talking to you.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.